I must let no structure fall.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? It's Nico, and there's a new god in Smite, and her name's Nuwa. And she's the snake guardian of heaven. Blech, I almost said heaven. I don't know why. But yeah, Nuwa's a new mage, but she's kind of a basic attack mage, along the lines of, like, Freya and Kronos. And yeah, she's kind of really weird. And she also has, over here you can see, 5 passives, one of which is called the Wood Crystal, which is this part of her passive icons, that gives her 10 HP 5 at all times. And each ability gives her a different passive. The first ability, Fog, gives her a movement speed passive. The second ability gives her a physical protection passive. Third ability makes her a splash. And then this last ability, her ultimate, gives her 2 times basic attack damage. And, oh yeah, I'm level 3, derp. We'll go through everything as I use the abilities. But, so yeah, Nuwa, basic attacking mage, because, well, for one, well, the Fog, let's just use the Fog. So, while in the Fog, Nuwa and anyone else in the Fog is stealthed and has a movement speed increase. Well, actually, I don't know if that's true. Nuwa might be the only one that gets the movement speed increase. I gotta read the tooltip. Condenses fog location follows her at 95% of her movement speed. So you can potentially run out of the fog if you like move fast enough. It is possible for you to get out of the fog. I'm just doing this to make sure the wave stays a little pushed. Oh, I meant to level my 2. So yeah, Fog, stealths, 95% movement speed. She and her allies are stealthed while inside the fog. Attacking breaks the stealth effect. Enemies caught inside the fog cloud are slowly choked for damage every second. This ability also activates Nuwa's Water Crystal, granting her an increased movement speed at aura. Okay, it's an aura, so that means it should increase the movement speed of your allies as well. So yeah, kind of like early game, it's good for movement speed, good for ganking, but it's not as overpowered as some people might think it is, because while you're in the fog, the enemy can see the fog, so they know at least Nuwa is somewhere inside of it, but that also means, oh hey, I don't know who else is in there. What could be just a Nuwa could turn into a team fight, only it's their team and just you, so you really just got like 5-man ganked and you had no idea because you were just like, oh, derp, 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 not paying attention to my mini-map, derp, derp, derp. So yeah, that's how that works. So be careful of Nuwa, because if she gets her 1 early on, I would say she might be like the second best invader in the game because of that. It's like, oh, Nuwa's coming. Oh wait, no, entire enemy team. I dead. Oh god. So, yeah, be careful of Nuwa if you see a fog, because it might not just be her. Her second ability is called Clay Soldiers, and it does what you think it would. It summons Clay Soldiers! And they basically act like minions. If they're in lane, they'll try to push the lane as hard as they can, which they only have 200 health plus 20% of Nuwa's health, so they don't have a lot of health at all. One, like, Hebo, what is it called? I can't remember Hebo's 1, but his 1 would kill off the fucking minions. Probably not early game, but definitely once the game gets into, like, anywhere near the late stages at all. Also, the passive bonus for Nuwa's 2 is that she gets physical protections, and as you level it up, you gain more physical protections. So, it seems like early game it would be best to use Nuwa's 2 to help push the lane, and make it so where your minions aren't actually getting as damaged as the Clay Soldiers take all the damage. Also, let's try something real quick. Maybe? I can't tell. Alright, you're probably wondering why I just used an ability on a tower, because you're like, Nico, that doesn't do anything. Abilities don't affect towers. Well, Nuwa's 3 might, but we're not done with her 2 yet, so let's keep talking about that real quick. After I killed this wave. Also, the Clay Soldiers have a maximum 8-second lifetime, so that's nothing out of the ordinary. Bastet's cats and Arachne's baby spiders have the same lifetime. I don't think there's anything else really that unique about them. I mean, as you level it up, you gain more. So from rank 1, you get 1. Rank 5, you have 5. And they only do 20 damage per hit, so it's not really that much at all. It's kind of negligible, the amount of damage they do. But, I mean, it helps push the minion wave a lot. And some gods might not be able to keep up. Let's do Demo Grip. Second. Alright, her third ability, Flame Strike. Nuwa conjures an intense burst of flame at her target location, stunning enemies and enemy structures for 1 second. Now, the enemy structures thing is the reason why I used the ability on the tower, because you can... It definitely works on the Phoenix, because the Phoenix has an animation for it, for when it gets stunned, which must have been added after Nuwa got put in, because, as far as I know, there was no way to stun the Phoenix beforehand. Well, actually, that's not true. There might have been a way in closed beta, because there used to be a bunch of different items back in the day, but they got taken out because I don't know why, but specifically, but there might have been something. There were a lot of weird, crazy active items before Smite went into open beta. But, so, and then, bleh, my original thought, or, yeah, my thoughts was the structures part. If it was going to say turrets, it would say pets, not structures. But it seems like, I don't know if I can't just tell, but I can't make, like, it doesn't look like it's stunning the tower. Though you can definitely see it when it stuns the Phoenix. The Phoenix will fall onto the pedestal and not do anything. So, the Phoenix for sure it stuns, but the tower I can't see if it's actually stunning. But yeah. Structures and players, blah, blah, for 1 second, igniting them for additional damage every second. The damage increases the closer Nuwa is to the source when cast, up to 1.5 times at point-blank range. This ability activates Nuwa's Fire Crystal, granting her basic attack splash damage that applies on hit item effects. So, I think that means if you have a Gem of Isolation and not Binding, it'll still, like, do the slow, if I'm reading that correctly? But it might just be Gem of Binding. I don't know for sure. But as you can see, good. It's okay damage. It's better when it's close up because that's more damage. The ignite damage goes up as you level it up. The ignite lifetime is 2 seconds. And as you can see, the bonus for this ability is the same no matter what. Whereas the bonus from the Earth Crystal gives you more protections as you rank it up, and the bonus movement speed from Fog gets higher as you level that up. So, it's kind of... I should probably buy an item. Also, how the hell did Ra destroy a tower? He's Robot. Like, he doesn't know how to do anything right. But yeah. So now her ultimate, the Pillars of Heaven. Pillars of Heaven. It's a pretty cool ultimate, actually. Don't you get near my Phoenix. Also, all of her passives last for 10 seconds. Like, the passive lifetimes for her abilities are all 10 seconds. So, I do Clay Soldiers. For 10 seconds, I have increased physical protection. Now I use this, I have splash damage for 10 seconds. So, that'll come into effect a little bit later after I get done explaining the Pillars of Heaven. Also, that was her jump. Pillars of Heaven. Nuwa summons the Pillars of Heaven to imprison her enemies. 4 metal pillars create a square. Go away. That's right, get body blocked. Oh, he killed him. To imprison her enemies. 4 metal pillars create a square with an electrical field. Enemies who pass through the field take damage and are heavily slowed for 3 seconds. This ability also activates Nuwa's Metal Crystal, granting her basic attacks increased damage. And by bonus damage, it means 2 times damage. So, a lot of damage output from Nuwa's basics after she uses her ultimate. So if you think, oh, I could totally win this fight, I wouldn't 1v1 her after she uses this ability. And it doesn't do a lot of damage, but since Robot's stupid and likes to run into the sides, it's going to tear him a new butthole. Because Robot's not smart. But yeah, it doesn't do damage if the enemy is just inside of it. It just does damage if you hit the electrical, like, wires in between the pillars. So, if Nuwa puts that around you, don't run into the wires because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt bad. But you may be thinking, well, that's not exactly the greatest thing ever, so why would I use the ultimate? It's basically a really good zoning technique, especially since the cooldown is only 60 seconds, and since most people, I bought Chronos Pendant because I don't want to get physical protection in Breastplate of Valor since Raw is not physical. I'd rather just have the MP5 and bonus damage from the Chronos Pendant. But you're probably going to be maxing out cooldown reduction, and her ultimate's on like a 30-something second cooldown when you get max cooldown reduction. Now, something really cool about Nuwa is that if she uses all of her abilities at once and has all of her passive active, she turns into a snake. Only for some reason, it's fucking up, and you just don't see the lower half of her torso. As you can see, she's supposed to be a slithery snake, but instead, her legs just disappear right now. This is a known bug. They're fixing it. They're planning on putting out a hotfix today at some point. So, Hi-Rez knows. They know that Nuwa is, for some reason, not working the way she's supposed to be. She will be getting fixed soon. There's also a couple of different problems with the new DirectX 11, like anti-aliasing settings, and those are also going to be getting fixed, I think, today. I could be entirely wrong, though. Wow, they're actually doing damage to the tower. Cool. Look at those little guys do work. Ah, get fired. Oh yeah, it only does 2 ticks. She's got pretty good, like, lane clear when she starts getting all of her stuff up.
I've got you right.
See, it only does damage when he passes through the wire. And if he were to sit in the wire, it would continuously do damage. But since Robot's not as dumb... Oh, wow, her abilities actually do damage. Like, that 3 actually does damage to the tower as well. I did not know that. That's free poke on towers. Damn. Be careful if you're laning against Nuwa, because she can just use this ability from a range and damage your stuff. Can she do it without even... No. You have to set foot inside the tower to do it, but still. Like, watch. Phoenix is up. Phoenix falls down. It gets stunned. That's what I mean by it stuns structures. Or at least it stuns the Phoenix. That son of a bitch robot. And apparently the clay soldiers don't die when you die. That's nice to know. I can't believe Robot just killed me, though. That motherfucker. You try to run away, Robot will ult you. It's the rules of Robot. Also, if he tries to run away, he'll start doing the moonwalk. I don't know. Robot's a special creature. But yeah. So, also, something unique about Nuwa and her passives is if you time them, like, if you time everything right, you could do this, and my fire's almost out. Do that real quick, and now I have all my passives back. It refreshes the cooldowns of the passives. So, when you turn into snake form, that is. But if I were to have done my flame strike while in snake form, my red crystal passive would not have refreshed. So you have to be kind of careful in what you do. Because if you do it too quickly, then you don't get that passive back. And if you do it too late, well, you can't do it too late. So, yeah, never mind about the too late part. Also, this is proccing the the lifesteal too, so that's pretty cool. So, watch. I can demonstrate it. Do that, do that, do that, do that. So, you can see them all ticking down above her portrait. And it's at halfway. I use this, and it doesn't refresh the red crystal. Or the flame crystal, I'm pretty sure it's called. Fire crystal, yeah. So, if you want to have that bonus back, you've got to be kind of careful while you're in snake form, because if you don't do it right, you're not going to get the passive back. So you have to kind of wait, even with max cooldown. So, there's a little tidbit of a quick tip quickie for you. Some little informations. So, if I'm this far away, this does 150, and then I hit it, and it's about the same, really. I'm only doing, like, 4 more damage because of the Polynomicon. Soldiers, go! Aw, Robot killed him instantly. Robot, you can't fight me. Damn it. He didn't walk through the stuff because I stunned him. But yeah, Nuwa is definitely going to be difficult to lane against, especially if you kind of let her do her thing. If she starts to get items and everything, she's going to get really dangerous really kind of quickly, to be honest. Huh. So, if you see Nuwa in a solo or mid lane, you probably want to gank her as often as possible. Because if she starts to get fed and get all of her items and stuff going, you could end up regretting it kind of hardcore. Oh, look at me, I'm stealth. You don't know where I'm at, Robot. Take damage, bitch. See, the thing is, alright, I'm stealth while in it. Of course, if he saw that ticket damage, he know I was in it. I attack, I'm unstealth. If I don't attack for a little bit, I become re-stealth, but since the effect wore off, it didn't show. Unstealthed, re-stealthed. So, you can attack and then you'll lose stealth, but then it'll come back afterward. Though I don't think anybody's going to be dumb enough to be like, oh, where'd they go? Maybe they disappeared into the fog again. I don't know. But I'm saying that having not played casual, haven't played Conquest yet, so it's very possible that people could be kind of dumb and just be like, I don't know where Nuwa went. Oh no. Also, I'm hearing something about Telkine's ring being kind of busted right now. Because apparently people were saying, in the patch notes yesterday, the preview, they were like, Telkine's ring's not fixed yet. Because apparently you buy rank 2, it gives you the passive, but when you buy rank 3, it goes away. Well, as I can tell right now, I don't have the passive from Telkine's ring, because it's not the additional 40 damage popping up. That did a shit ton, because I was close to him. Holy crap. Did he stop, drop, and roll because he was on fire? Wait, you gotta... Oh yeah, he's totally doing that! That's awesome! That's cool. Alright, let's get Telkine's ring, because supposedly, because of the splash and the on-hit effects, take place, that should mean that when you use your 3 and get the bonus, it splashes. Wow, it does.
Better to keep a low profile. Perish in flame.
Yeah, it totally splashes. Telkine's ring is going to be a really good pickup for her early game then. Holy crap. You might want to rush Telkine's ring in solo lane. Just because when you do that and then start splashing, it's going to do the additional damage to everything. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. That's dirty. Not going to lie. Also, you can't stun the Minotaur. Minotaur is completely CC immune. You killed my minions before they could even get up. Oh, God. I'm stealth. Leave me alone. Oh, yeah, I want to see if I can actually run out of the fog, like I said. I've seen it happen, so I'm pretty sure you can do it if you just keep moving straight. Come on. Come on. Ah, almost. 95%, I mean, it's really hard to get all the way through. Didn't I just kill this?
Forward, my creations. Perish in flame.
Ow. Robot, I swear to God. You dick. But yeah, Nuwa, she's gonna be something. She's definitely different and definitely scary, especially late game. Like the amount of damage she can pump out late game, it's kind of scary. Kinda. So be careful, Nuwa. Make sure she doesn't just sit in lane and farm her way up, because she's gonna get real dangerous real quickly. I like how she's holding him prisoner. Poor Denton. Oh, what was one thing else I wanted to say? Oh yeah, she doesn't have any real form of hard escape. the only escape she has is her fog, and I mean, she can be CC'd inside of it and caught and everything. So, you know, she's gonna have. She doesn't have any really hard escapes and stuff, but I mean, I could still see some people being like, she's so overpowered, we can't catch her in like casual conquest, but not in like high tier games with like pro players and like high ranked league games and stuff like that. But that's been Nuwa. She's really, really unique, to be honest, with her like 5 passives and everything, and her snake form and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like rating, comment about it, you know, do all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys later, and I'll try to get a new, excuse me, it's the morning. Try to get a video with her in Conquest sometime today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. Alright,